What is going on, everyone? Prince of Wales here, and today we are going to be talking about the greatest Gacha game ever created. That's right, it's not FGO, it's not Dokkan Battle, and of course it is not Dragon Ball Legends, even on the weekend. It is World Flipper, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been following any of the Gong Gang members, especially Dondre, me, Raizu, you would see a copious amount of World Flipper related tweets recently, and there's a reason for it. We truly believe that World Flipper is the greatest thing since sliced bread, maybe even better than sliced bread. I don't know if that's a hot take. I think that's a perfectly sound. There'll be a lot of World Flipper gameplay in the background, just grinding some, boss medals, looking for a specific character that will never freaking drop for me. But, that's not going to detract from World Flipper, for me at least. Alright, so one of the things that I really love about World Flipper is the co-op. And so you can see here, I'm here with the boys, we're just having a blast. I can't really remember the last time I played a game this much, I kid you not. In the past 3 days, I've probably spent no less than 48 hours in VC with the Gong Gang playing this game, because it's just that fun, and it does not get old. It does not get old. Again, the co-op, genuinely fun. I don't know if I've ever had, especially in Gacha games, there aren't many co-op Gacha games, but I feel like the ones that are co-op just fall a little bit short, and I think World Flipper is definitely the best experience in terms of co-op. It's also very fun solo. The gameplay is very, very simple and easy to understand, but it can get pretty complex at times, especially team building. Team building in this game, it's very, very complex at first. We'll just go take a look over here at the team. I'm a wind user here, and you'll notice that each character, we can just tap on my boy Soshiro right here, each character is going to have a leader skill, a skill, which I usually refer to as supers or ultimates. You can see that up here. And then they're going to have their abilities, and most of them have 4 abilities. So here is leader skill, and all of them are very different. Unlike Dokkan Battle, I don't know if this is going to happen in the future, but the leader skills here are quite tame, and I guess most leader skills are actually pretty viable here. So if we take a look at Soshiro's here, when the battle starts you get 30% to gauge for wind units, and then 80% to skill damage. So what this guy's gonna enable is skill spamming teams. Mine is a very skill focused team here if we look at it, and it depends. You can have units like Belsidia, which Dondre likes to use all the time, who gives you more attack the lower your HP is. So it all just depends on your play style. You can really play this game however you want, and at the end of the day, why are you playing a game if you're not having fun and you're not able to play it the way you want to play it? So then we can take a look here. All the units here that you see on the screen, you make your team of 6 people, and they're all going to be helping your team in some way. So it makes it very easy to see what's going on if you click on the ability tab, by the way. So you can see one battle, you can see all their skills in action there, and then you can see their support skills in action. We've got Belsidia down there, and then we've got weapon skills and all that stuff. Very, 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 very cool. And you can even see the starting gauge down there. My team is very heavily centered around skill spamming. And so yeah, I have a fire team that I'm working on here, which is very different. We've got a different setup here. This character right here is more of a close range character. We've got another healer here, which is mixed in with a couple support. And then we have the best character in the game, Mr. Mushroom, Shroombo. Very, very cool character. Very, very cool character. So I'm working on leveling that. We've got some meme teams over here which are working on all the different things, and all these teams play very differently. We can take a look at this leader skill and compare it to the other leader skill. So we've got 125% of skill damage for fire units. Very simple, very viable, very different. Very, very different. So this is going to be more of a skill, you're saving it up for your skill and then you're just unleashing a ton of damage, compared to Soshiro, where it's just here, I'm going to allow you to spam your skills. Now that we've spoken a little bit about team building, I'm not going to really get in too deep into team building, because again, it can get very convoluted as you progress. Maybe if you want an entire video based on team building, as I play the game more, I may be able to bring you some content about that. But I guess talking about team building, that's going to bring me into leveling and like building your units. And there are two different things, or I guess three different things you can do to build your units. One is like very simple, leveling them up. So we'll get a character here. Like I said, I'm working on my fire team. So you can see there's my XP. We just hold down level and you're going to gain levels. Nothing fancy. Nothing too fancy. And then if we click over here, we've got our uncap. So this is going to allow you to raise their level. Currently I don't have any means of raising this character's level, but you can see there are two ways. You can either get an astral gem, which you get through grinding, or you pull dupes. And I guess dupes in this game, they're not really super necessary. I guess you can attain the benefits of dupes fully free to play, but they are nice to have. And each time you uncap, you gain 5 level, or the level cap increases by 5 up to 100. So we can check here. I have a few level 100 units. We'll go find my man Soshiro again. Level 100, can't uncap him anymore. So those are two ways that you build your units. And then there's a third way here, the mana board. Now this is kind of like the hidden potential system in Dokkan, the soul board in Legends. It's kind of like that. This is where you unlock and level up their abilities. So if we look at a unit like Belsidia here, most units have these 4 like big totems, which are their abilities. You unlock these, you unlock their skills. And then they have these little nodes here. I'm still working on maxing her out. Some of these skills are quite expensive. But yeah, once you unlock all their all their like little totem things, they awaken and they get their new art. So it's basically like Ascension and FGL. It's very cool, very cool. It does take a while to build up your units, especially when you first start the game. And I guess it really gives you like a sense of like gratification, unlike in some games. So I mean that's like it kind of reminds me of FGO, because in FGO you got to really put time and effort into awakening your units, which I mean some people don't like. I personally like it because I guess you're going to be using that character all the way from the bottom to the top, you know. So it's pretty good. We've also got weapons over here. Weapons, normally I don't like weapon systems in most games, but in this game it's actually very simple and easy to understand. A lot of games that I've played in the past that have weapons have like these huge like trees, and like you need so many different materials to like get the weapons unlocked, and it's so like you have these huge crafting trees. But in here you just get the weapon, you get 4 copies of them, which is, it takes a while to get the 4 copies, let me tell you, especially with some of these 5-star weapons here. And then you feed them in, you get their abilities, you get their full abilities. And then you also get these things called ability cores. Now if we take a look at, again, I keep going to my man Soshiro here, we have an ability core unlocked here, and basically you're just getting this weapon's benefits pretty much like a second time, but like built into the unit, which is very cool. So as you can see, this one, when levitating, 30% attack to win units. So my team is built around levitation, I'm going to use that thing. Whatever you're going to build your team around, again, any playstyle is viable. You're going to want to use weapons and ability cores that fit those playstyles. One thing we have to talk about though, it's a gacha game, so how are the rates, what is the summoning like? Soon there will be a summoning video up on Ace's channel. I'll link his channel in the description. He is the top world flipper content creator in the game. Be sure to check him out. There'll be a dual summon video up on his channel here pretty soon. And the rates, as you can see, 5% for a 5-star, so not the worst, definitely not the best, but not bad by any means. There's a crazy animation in this game. I like to call it the Peggle animation, where it's essentially a fake out, but you're not guaranteed the fake out. So it plays the animation. If you collect enough of the little orbs, it's all a chance. You have like no say in what happens, but if you collect all the orbs, you get a 5-star. If you don't, it just stays the same. So like, it really plays with your emotions. I at first hated it, but I grew to like it, honestly. And it's always fun to watch people go through that Peggle animation. That's really the only animation in this game, which, I mean, I guess they could have done better with their animations, but definitely it's one of the best animations in summoning, I think, period. This game is very, very, very free-to-play friendly. Honestly, one of the most free-to-play friendly games I've seen. They literally had a full celebration for 16 days of service. 16 days, and they gave like an anniversary level celebration. This game is honestly crazy. We just got done with our 5 free multis, where we were literally getting daily free multis. Insane. It was so insane, in fact. We were all devastated when we didn't get another one. Probably one of the saddest times in my life. But I think that just goes to show like how incredible this game is. It really, like, you get so invested in it. It's amazing. So while, you know, we talk about free-to-play and how great this game is for free-to-plays, but this game is also great for, you know, dolphins and whales. They've got a lot of, we like to call them sweepstakes in quotation marks. They have a lot of deals in the shop, and I have may or may not have purchased a few of them, but they've got things like you get beads every 10 levels up to level 100, which is a ton of value, very cheap. They've got tickets for like $4 in there, which is essentially a multi for $4. I've never seen that before in my life. Just tons of good deals. And the base prices are kind of similar to FGO, so you'll get your like 5 to 6 multis for like around $80, which is how it's priced on NA FGO, around there. So prices are not too bad, but they definitely have those incredible starter bundles, which are unfortunately limited in terms of how many times you can purchase them. But honestly, I think they're worth it if you're willing to spend it. Like, if you're willing to spend money at all, definitely go for those. Definitely go for those. Is there much more to... Oh yeah, we got to talk about the art style here, and just, I guess, the charm that this game has. So, not only do we have incredible art, like, look at this man. Look at this girl. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, especially this guy, Mr. Albert, the goat. Not only do we have this incredible art, but we also have this very charming pixelated art here. So we can see them all chilling around here. It shows your entire team here. Got our boy again, Soshiro here. Belsidia, they've all got their own little unique animations. It's very nice to go figure out what they all are. Just overall, the art style and I guess the charm that this game has to offer, unparalleled. It's incredible. This game has only been out for like a little bit over a month. On JP it's been out for much longer, but I only found out about it when it hit global, so I think it has just a ton of potential, and I'm really excited to see where they take this game. I don't know if I've ever been like this infatuated with a gacha game, maybe since like 2015, 2016 Dokkan, honestly. Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed Dokkan back in the early days, and this is giving me like some early day Dokkan vibes. I'm really excited to, like, you know, just see where this game is gonna go. And if you guys want me to put out more World Flipper content, you know, I would not be opposed. FGO is certainly giving me many reasons to play other games. It's certainly giving me more reasons to play other games. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's all I have to say. World Flipper, greatest game of all time. If you want me to make more content, leave a like, comment, subscribe, join the 5% club, and I will see you in the next video.